Hello guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Lolly D. Today I'm all about care of a newborn baby. A lot of people having babies every day, and I just felt like I should just share it. Keep watching, subscribe to the channel and join the family. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is in the handling of the child. Don't carry a baby shaking the head and the neck anyhow. You have to make sure that it is very, very stable. When you carry your child, you carry your baby in such a way that you use your hand, as you use one hand here to support the child's head. I've seen people carry children carelessly, like you just carry a child and the way you're carrying the child, you're not handling the child well. It's basically like the child is just like this and the child's neck is dangling. That is so bad. Anything could happen to that child. God forbid. Some people, they have blood run into their brains and stuff. See, children are very delicate and fragile at this stage. They are newborn babies, remember, so you have to be very, very careful. In fact, if there's a word like very extra careful, you have to be at this point. Still on handling the child, if you're going for checkups and appointments, like, you know, when you just have a child, sometimes you have midwives, you have doctors and nurses that are assigned to you that needs to check mommy and baby are doing fine and stuff. So when you want to, you know, take your baby to the hospital and stuff like that, you know, we have things like car seats and stuff like that, baby carriers and stuff. Please make sure that you fasten the seat belts and the belts for your baby very well secured. Don't carry carelessly. I've heard stories even in hospitals where they say some parents or some mothers were actually careless with their children. You know, they put them in the baby carrier and the way they handled the carrier when they were coming, they had removed the belt, so it was not fastly secured or fastened to the baby's body. Because of that, the child fell down. The child slipped and fell, and it was a hard ground, and they've seen the brains of a child being smashed on the floor, and they just saw blood and the skull come out, and I'm like, God, that's a really scary sight. I can say very emotional moment for whoever that parent is. So it's a changing of diapers to baby's skin, baby's bum bum. Be very careful too, because you know babies do have different things come up, like nappy rash, milk spots, different things that you don't expect, you just see on your baby's body. There are a lot of things that people use. Personally, I use Aveeno and I also use Abido. Okay, there are a lot of creams that people recommend. You can use Bepanthen and different types of them. Different products work for different babies in different ways. But the best cream is shea butter, what Yorubas call Ori. Okay, Ori. So if you can get that, that will be the best to use to be rubbing your baby's bum bum each time you have your baby's bum washed and cleaned. Just rub it there. It helps, you know, and it makes the skin glow, soft and all of that, so you won't have to be worrying about nappy rash. And of course, even despite the fact you're putting Ori and the rest, you have to be neat with your baby. You can't afford to say because you're putting Ori and stuff, when the baby's diaper is full, you leave it and say because it is wee wee, it's not poo poo, so you can leave it like that. No. So please, from time to time, you need to be checking your baby's pampers and be changing it. Don't let the whole of your house be smelling. Hygiene is very, very important when it comes to your baby's diapers. Dispose of it sensibly. There are some people that will not dispose of their baby's pampers. The whole house is going to be smelling. No, don't do that. It is your baby. You need to give your baby all the care and all the love that your baby needs. In handling your child, make sure that you wash your hands from time to time, because germs are not things that you can see. So from time to time, you do anything dirty, whatever you want to touch your baby, sanitizing your hands, washing your hands regularly is very important. Those people that are coming from outside, they want to carry your baby, that happens a lot, but you have to make sure that they've washed their hands. You have to make sure they have sanitized their hands, because you don't know where they're coming from. You don't know the kind of air that has blown on them. You don't know the kind of things they have on their body. And then a newborn baby is very fragile, and they easily, let me just tell you, they easily get all those germs on their bodies, and all those diseases can come to them very fast. They easily fall sick. Their immune system is not as strong as ours as adults, so you have to be very, very careful. And whoever is going to handle the child or touch your baby should have their hands washed and sanitized. Another thing about handling a newborn baby, don't shake a child or shake a child's head or neck out of frustration. or in the name of play. You know, some people, they say they are playing and they don't just know how to play. Hard play. You throw a newborn baby up and say it's play, you're playing with the child. That's why mothers have to look. Some people, they are playing with children, but they have no idea. And they are not the one that gave birth to the child. They don't know what you went through to give birth to that child. So please, ensure you watch out for that. Don't let anybody throw the neck of your baby up and scatter things. Different things happens to different children. If you read wide, you can be avoided. So you need to be very careful. Then when it comes to food as well, make sure your baby eats from time to time. Don't let your baby starve. Don't let your baby be hungry. Do not overstress yourself. Remember as a mom that whatever you have inside is what you can bring out. So if there is nothing inside and you're empty inside, there is absolutely nothing you want to give to your baby. So you have to take care of yourself as well. You have to watch the type of things you are eating as well. You have to make sure you're eating healthy as well, and you have enough nutrients in you that you want to pass across to your child. Some people even start introducing for 6 months, but let me just say like 7 months, 8 months, and you want to start introducing solids like fish into your baby's mouth and stuff. Please and please be very careful. There are some people that have said they actually heard that children died because of fish bone that got stuck on the baby's neck. So we need to be very careful. It's God that looks after a child, but you as the mom or the dad or the parents of that child, in custody of that child, wherever you are in custody of that child, you have the responsibility to watch all these things and be very careful about these things. When it comes to bonding, you need to bond. You need to bond with your child. Don't just let the child be there like that. You know their brain is developing, and somehow bonding helps with their emotional growth and stability. Okay, the way you show them love, get them attached to sounds, certain sounds they love, you know, those kind of things. You yourself can form songs or make certain sounds, or communication, very important to your child from time to time. These things I'm saying are just things you need to know that will help you through the journey before your child becomes one. Okay, just as it has helped me personally in the course of being a mom and getting into the whole process. I got to the point I had to bring up songs for each things. So for example, you want to take a bath and I want to take a bath, I have a song I sing to my child when it's time to take the bath. And once the child hears that song, the child automatically knows that it is time to have a bath. When it's time to brush the child's teeth, there's a particular song that I sing. I'm not saying compose song all around, whatever works for you. Okay, I'm just talking about personal things now. This is me. And sometimes when it's time to sleep, there's a particular song or sound I make and the child knows. So just have those little things that is just like sounds, or you know, stuff like that, ways of bonding with your child, that your child knows that it's only you that does these things, and the child certainly knows that these things represent one thing or the other. With time, it actually helps them with their brain development. Make sure you bop your baby when you finish feeding that child. Don't be in a hurry that immediately you feed a newborn baby, you want to go and drop the child on the bed. Don't do that. That's very wrong. People say things like sleep when baby is sleeping. You know, we know how it is with the whole sleepless nights when you just had the child and all that. But one thing I'm here to tell you is hang in there. It's just for a while. Yeah, for some time it looks like, oh, I'm not getting enough sleep because the baby is always awake and stuff, especially if you don't have help. If you have help, oh, you're so blessed. But if you don't, sometimes it can be overwhelming and stuff. Hang in there, I understand, but it's a matter of time before you know it's all over. Try to get help as much as you can. I would say it helps a lot. But one thing I want to say is, for example, now you're working, you have things you're doing. Personally, I have a lot of things I'm doing, business, work, and I just felt like, you're telling me when baby is sleeping I should also go and sleep. To me, that's the time the baby is sleeping is even the opportunity for me to do a lot of other things. So if you're that type of mom, that kind of statement to you, you cannot relate. If you get me, you're like, okay, you're saying when baby is sleeping I should sleep so that when baby is awake I will be awake for the baby, right? Or agile. So what if I don't get a lot of things done until when the child sleeps? All I would say is try your best to arrange your routine, plan, and that would help you a lot. You need to be a planner as a mom, okay? As a parent, whoever you are taking care of a child, you have to plan everything that you do most of the time. Some things, yeah, maybe unplanned, but you have to be very intentional about it. They grow so fast, and the truth is, they always say the pregnancy time is the longest period. They grow very fast, so just hang in there, okay? It's okay if you're new to these things, but I hope this video was able to help you in one way or the other, was able to give you an idea or something you did not know before, was able to bring your attention to things that you really need to pay attention to. Thank you guys for staying to the end of this video. I love you guys. Share my videos, and of course, give this video a thumbs up if you like it. See you guys in my next video. Bye guys.